I'm Jared Haynes, and this is Rogue Outdoors. Today I'm excited to show you the Lone Wolf Custom Gear Crossover Climber Tree Stand. I'm going to start off this review with the cost and some specifications, then we're going to jump outside and I'm going to show you how this thing works. Starting out with that price, this tree stand is going to run you a whopping $1,000. For that $1,000, however, you are going to get a lifetime warranty. This product is 100% made in the USA and they source as many materials as possible in the US. And this will be the safest climbing tree stand on the market. And in my opinion, it is the best lightweight climbing tree stand on the market. The Lone Wolf Custom Gear Crossover Climber Tree Stand is going to weigh in at 11.5 pounds, fit trees 6 to 18 inches, hold up to 250 pounds, and lock together seamlessly so that it won't make noise when packing it in and out of the field. Now that we've gone over some of the basic specs on this tree stand, let's go ahead and head out to the field and let me show you why this thing is worth $1,000. Now that we're out in the woods, I want to cover a few things with you. Let's start with the straps, then we're going to move to a couple key features on the stand, then we're going to go up and down the tree. So first off with the straps, these are actual backpack straps. It is really cool that Lone Wolf includes these with most of their stands actually, but particularly the Crossover Climber, because on a lot of the other stands you just get like a nylon web or whatever the strap material is, and those cut into your shoulders, you're walking long distances. They are not practical for going, a couple miles back in and doing long day stuff. If I use this in Western Washington and I'm going clear cut to clear cut, climbing trees, checking to see what the movement looks like, I don't want to be carrying something and having it dig into my traps so that by the time I get up there, I can't pull my bow back. These eliminate that issue. They have actual load lifters. You can adjust how they're coming out based upon where you set the straps down at the bottom. Lone Wolf has a video on this, so I won't go into too much detail on the setup, but it is really nice that you can adjust it to yourself. Now, I'm going to take this backpack off, and I want to get to another key feature, and you're going to see this here in a minute when I'm climbing, but it's these teeth right here. Compared to like my XOP tree stand or a lot of the Summit Vipers, the teeth are real dull, just kind of little knobs. These things are like literally vicious teeth. I mean, if I was to hit my finger on this hard, it would break skin, which means when you're climbing the tree, it will not fall down the tree. This is not a stand you have to worry about getting up there and having it slip out from under you. That right alone is the main reason I would say this is worth the $1,000 if you can afford it, along with the fact you have that lifetime warranty. So if something does happen to it, this thing is going to last you forever. It's the only stand like this that you'll need. But that safety feature of these teeth alone makes this thing worth its weight in gold for me being able to come back home at the end of every hunt. Now, they have some tie down points on these stands, which I think is really cool. This allows you to be able to strap a bag to the back of this and then use these straps or other straps if you want to put something else on there to get different holds. But I'm able to put a backpack, hang the top strap right off this little T-bolt that they include, and then tie this strap over. It holds it real tight to the bag and you're good to go. This thing does not make noise. I mean, all you can hear is just the strap itself wiggling around, which is awesome. And that's done by a grommet and a grommet right here. And then this central post that clamps everything together. This right here is awesome, the way that it works. Now let's go ahead and throw this on the tree. It's gonna be real quick and easy. We're just gonna loosen this strap right here, get it out of the way, loosen this strap, get it out of the way. So we got our two straps now off to the side. We're gonna unscrew this top screw right here, push it out, which will expose on the back side the little wing nut thing or whatever it's called. And I can now just pull the two portions of the stand apart, set the lower portion down there. We're gonna loosen the two pieces that hold where this will swivel up and move the arms into the right position for climbing. And then we just do our cam and pull this out. Now, I cannot stress enough how cool this cam system is, because on my XOP, you have a, I don't know what you call it, like a little screw and a bolt that you have to go way down. It's noisy and it takes forever. On this, no, you don't have to do that. Go ahead and put this up out of the way, and we're gonna get to our bottom section. Now, the bottom section is another really cool ingenuitive part. So we're gonna loosen our two nuts right here, and then right out of the frame, you can see how flush this all sits. We're gonna pull our center stabilizer, which is multifunctional, if that's a word. And that basically means that this cutout and this cutout right here, you can slip your feet under for climbing up and down. So you do not have to do the spread eagle type thing where you put your toe here and put your toe here, pigeon toe out. You can just slip them straight under and climb. Now, I have noticed, depends on what kind of boots you're wearing, if this is functional, especially when you're coming down the tree. This is designed big enough that you can fit like a full muck boot in here, which means if I'm wearing like my summer hunting boots, they're a little bit thinner profile. I find that going up the tree, I like using this. Coming down the tree, I actually like to do the pigeon toe method. It gives me a little bit more control on the pace at which my platform comes down. But that's totally up to you, and it's nice that you have either option. Again, we're just gonna use the real quick cam system. Pull this out, hold this up against the tree with your hip, throw your belt in, and I'm just gonna leave this in a pretty straight setup right here, just since I'm gonna be down low. And then our last step, pull this back down, is to hook up our straps for climbing. And so put this around here, and we're going to put this one up around here. And this gives us plenty of room, you know, to climb as far as your legs are gonna let you go. But then if something was to happen, this will catch the bottom from falling out. Now, let's say this is where you want to set the tree up, and this is your climbed height that you've achieved. We're gonna go ahead and lock everything into place. Now, I prefer, when I'm climbing, to use the sit bar. It makes it just absolutely effortless. However, if you don't want to, you can take it off and just use this as like a hand climber. We're gonna go ahead and pop out our seat, and I'm gonna set this normally at a level that's somewhere around like my knee height is where I prefer to be sitting. Sit down here, and then I would lock these straps in place on each side, and that's it. Now I can stand up, move the seat back out of the way. As you can see right here, this seat flips up out of the way, and then you can move back the web seating to get this half moon area right here. And this is awesome because it allows you to really snug up to the tree. And when you're ready to sit back down, you just slide that webbing out, put your seat down, and you're good to go. And get back in here against the tree. I can come out and stand, you know, off the end of the platform if I want to. I can move this bar anywhere. Now, the cool thing to note with the bar is it does work well if you're going to use it for, you know, resting your hands. You're not really going to use it for like rifle shooting, although you could, you know, prop your arm up on it maybe and try and do that. But if you're shooting out of a tree stand, you shouldn't need to have some stabilizing bar, in my opinion. If you're shooting with a bow, however, you can pull this up to your stomach. It is absolutely silent, as you didn't hear right there. Pull it up to your stomach, and you can shoot while sitting with this bar, you know, out in front. You don't have to tuck it behind you if you don't want to. You can also, you know, if you're standing up, keep it up against your thighs. It's not going to get in the way of a compound bow, or if you're pulling back traditional, it's not going to be in the way. Or you can push it down, you know, around the shins if you want to. It's a really, really nice dimension for the bar, The platform, it's small enough on the platform that, you know, if I'm sitting here totally relaxed, usually my toes will be out just a hair off the end. But then when you stand up, you gain so much real estate by being able to flip the seat back and then flip the, you know, the paracord seat or whatever out of the way. And now with this half moon design, I can really get back here and get both my feet on, you know, kick back. If I got my hand warmer muff on here, I can get, you know, my hands toasty and kind of relax, stretch my back out, do whatever I need to do if I'm doing longer sits up in this stand. Now, I will touch on the seat really quick. I'm finding that for me, I'm a skinnier guy with not a lot of padding in my butt area, this seat is comfortable for up to maybe 3 hours. After that, I'm kind of getting sick of it. However, there's enough platform space that, you know, I could stand up for a considerable amount of time and have no issue there. Now let's go ahead and come down out of the tree and show you packing it back up. So same thing, I would loosen this strap over here, come over here, same on this side, loosened it up so that I've got enough motion to be able to move, you know, this up and down. And then we're just gonna sit once we get into our proper spot on this bar. No effort needed, pigeon toe, and be able to move this stand, you know, up and down. And again, you're seeing these teeth just grab in first kick. I mean, there's no doubt that these are locked in. So let's say this is our height that we wanted to end up at. We're down at the bottom of the tree. Bring this down, step out of the sit section, and we're gonna go ahead and step down and then tighten all this back up together and head out to close out this video. I'm gonna do this fairly fast, but we're gonna undo both of our safety lines, undo our cam, and put our strap down in and recam that. Put a twist here, and let's fold these arms back into their finished or flat position right here and get this one in there. And then I do like to kind of tighten back up the bolt right here just so it's not moving around on me. Boom, this section ready to hook. Let's go ahead and do the same thing down here. We're gonna undo our cam, get the teeth off the tree, and put the strap back in, unloosen, and collapse this flush back in, and then again, tighten our bolts back up, just snug. Don't need anything super special. Now, we've got this slot right here and our 2 points for the grommets. On the back side of the top portion, you have the 2 rubber grommets that are gonna go into the adapter holes on the bottom portion, and then this T, or a little wing nut or whatever it's called, that's gonna seat itself straight through, turn, and then be screwed back to lock the 2 together. So let's go ahead and grab our bottom section, top section, put our bolt through first, and then we're gonna line up those 2 grommets. Boom. It is totally locked together now. It is not going to move. However, to beautify this setup and get it totally locked in so that the seat doesn't make any noise, and assuming we have a backpack or something like that, that it would be locked down, do our strap right here. And then on this side, same thing. Pull our strap out. We're gonna hook this one down to the lower tie-down point just to show that it has the other tie-down point. Pull that one tight, and then I just take these straps. Usually I would have the backpack strapped on here that I'm using. I'm currently using a little Sitka Fanatic pack, and I would just put these right into it. But because I don't have that, or if I wasn't using it, I'll just tuck those in behind. Got my kickstand, so I can set this on the ground if I want now and get my bow and other stuff ready, or throw it right onto my back, and we're ready to head out of the woods. This right there, super good integration, really strong teeth for going up the tree to make sure that you're safe and not gonna slip and fall. Usually you're out in the woods by yourself, and so you definitely don't want to fall down out of the tree or get stuck up there. And the Lone Wolf Custom Gear Crossover Climber is, in my opinion, by far the safest when it comes to the teeth build. It's all solid machined. You can tell like this thing is hardy. When you're standing on the end of the platform, there's not a lot of bend and wiggle to it. So for how light this is, it is absolutely amazing. Let's go ahead and head back into the house and finish this video out. Overall, this tree stand is feature packed and built to last you a lifetime. If you're gonna be climbing 14 to 25 feet up into the air, I would suggest getting a tree stand that you know has teeth that are gonna bite in and give you that good grip and keep you safe. The Lone Wolf is definitely that tree stand. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this coming out soon.